All right, today we're going to go over the operation and controls of a JLG 1930 ES scissor lift. This is an electric model scissor lift. It is a hard surface only. The specs kind of are written in the name. It goes 19 feet tall and it is 30 inches wide, designed to allow you to just drive directly through any standard doorway and then continue working. So we'll start back here on the ground controls, kind of go over how they operate. So to begin with, you do have a key here, and this key does have 3 different positions. Center, the way it is now, is going to indicate the off position. Turn the key down, and that will allow you to raise and lower the lift from the yellow toggle switch here. And then turn the key to the up position, and then that will allow you to control the machine via the basket controls there. So going to the basket controls, we'll start off with the switches here at the top. So on this particular model, this button is not used. The center joystick here is going to be your selector between your drive and your lift functions, and then this one here is going to be a horn button. So to drive the machine, you'll make sure the yellow toggle switch is to the right position. You'll make sure the joystick is in the neutral position, and you'll see back here on the back there's a little trigger. So while the knob is in the neutral position, you'll squeeze that trigger and then move the joystick in the forward or backwards position, and that will drive the machine. To turn the wheels, you simply use the 2 buttons on top of the joystick, and that will control your wheels. To raise and lower the machine, you want to make sure you flip your toggle switch to the left position. Same thing. Make sure the joystick is in neutral. Squeeze the trigger on the rear of the joystick. Pull back on the joystick, and the machine will go up. Push forward on the joystick, and the machine will go down. You do have the ability to drive this machine while it is in the air by simply flipping this back over to the drive functions and then continuing working from there. All right, so we talked about some of the controls of it. One more thing I do want to touch on is these red buttons here. So on all of your aerial equipment, you will have these red emergency stop buttons. They're designed to quickly shut off the machine should you need to. When you do push one of those in, again, it does kill the power to the machine. So at this point, none of the functions will work. So if you do find yourself in an instance where the machine is not moving, that's the first thing I would check. I would check and make sure that my stop button on the basket controls is pulled out, and my stop button on the ground controls is also pulled out. All right, so we've gone over some functions. We've gone over the emergency stop buttons. Our next step is I want to show you what cords to use when you go to charge the machine. So from here, on most JLG models, they'll have a cord sticking out of the bottom here. That is your charge cord. On this particular model, the charge cord is actually the little dongle sticking out the back. So this here is going to be a charge cord. Not to be confused with the cord hanging out on the left side of the machine. This plug right here delivers accessory power to the basket, okay? So again, this cord will not charge the machine, it just delivers accessory power to the basket. On this particular model, you charge the machine by plugging in here.